about to go in, and yeah, it looks pretty big in there. I don't even know. This is like a stadium right next to the Saddle Dome I didn't even know about. All right, let's go check it out. Okay, so I just had a Stampede-sized meal down at this place right behind me here. Holy cow, so many fries. They are tasty too. I'm in this Midway. I got about an hour and a half to get through the event, and I'm all juiced up, ready to go. So we're gonna do the 6 haunted houses that are here first, and then if I have time, I'm gonna come back and do some of this Midway's attractions. I really kind of want to get onto that ride there if I have the time. It is a fully vaccinated double vax event, so it's not super busy or anything like that, unlike Callaway Park was earlier. But Haunted Calgary was the same as well. We're gonna go and check out these haunts and see what Calgary Screamfest has to offer. And I should say, I'm an idiot, because I'm of course in the Calgary Stampede Stadium. I should have known that. That's what this whole place was built for, the Calgary Stampede grounds. Anyhow, let's go do what we're here for. We'll make a slight adjustment for light. Woo! you. Motel. I really hope that all came out well, because that already was so much better than a lot of the haunts that I've done probably all season. And it wasn't that long. It's only in this small, it's in a trailer, so it's portable, but it's almost like a ghost train, but you're gonna actually go through it on foot. I'm pretty impressed already with the first haunted house here. Let's continue on. The next up is the cleverly titled Walking with the Dead. Hopefully not as terrifying as the last experience. Here we go. Oh my God. That was a good air blast scare. Folks remind me downtown. Okay, another scare maze done. Walking with the Dead. And another fantastic scare maze. It looks like all of these are pretty much the same thing as far as like how they're set up. So you kind of have the same size expectations, but super unique. I'd have to say that again. Was one of the most impressive scare mazes, at least like home built or smaller. I wouldn't say this is a small event, but it's not on the scale, say, a Wonderland or Universal event. It's super impressive. I don't know how the other ones are going to be like as far as the layout is concerned, but I did notice that the layout was a bit similar, if not identical to the last one. So I'm hoping that that's different in some of the other ones, if you can hear me. Super loud event. I'm still catching my breath for some reason. Probably because this is Screamfest, Calgary. Is Mr. Reaper Dr. Grimm. I don't think that's the actual name of this maze. It seems to be missing its actual title. It might be, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'll know once I get inside there. We have a bit of a standoff going on here. I'm liking the atmospheric and the fact that they have these actors out into the main concourse as well. So And those are real, just so you know, that chainsaw, I can smell that chainsaw. 'Cause that is a gas-powered chainsaw. So I just got off of the Reaper, Dr. Grimm's adventure. So play on some classic tropes from which we all know for horror. You didn't see a POV of that, and the reason why is because I'm going to do it again later. So I'm going to tease you, for those of you that are patient enough, you can watch that at the end of this video, as I will get to do it again. No better segue for me to explain the Fast Pass situation. I do have a Speed Pass. The only reason I really do have that is because I'm obviously in Calgary and I don't live here, and I wanted to make sure I got all the mazes, and this is a busier event. So yeah, it's 50 bucks for that, 35 bucks in advance for regular tickets, and really if you just buy a regular ticket, you'd be fine anyway, at least on a night like tonight. It's not Halloween yet. Halloween's still 3 weeks away, so it's still earlier in the season. The actors here seem very enthusiastic about getting some activity, because I guess it's not that busy too. So that's good, because I'm going to give them some work later on and go through it again with the camera. It was nice to get that initial experience without actually shooting it, which I'm probably going to do for another couple of these houses, because with the Fast Pass you obviously get all 6 houses, plus you get 2 additional houses of your choice to go through as well. So what are we going to do next? Well, just at the end of the street here, we have What Lurks in the Dark as the next maze before we go back down the other way to get the other 2 mazes, and then we're done. I was so nervous about getting here on time that, in all honesty, I won't do the time check yet, but I'm pretty sure within an hour, within like probably half an hour if I really hustled, I'd have all of these done for What Lurks in the Dark. Alright. Yeah, you're not gonna get me. I am susceptible to this.
I think
it's completely in the dark, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy this POV. Just so you know, there were some people at the door that refused to go through. Hello.
Damn, that's cool stuff.
Little did they know. If you go through a couple of these mazes, you know which way you're going anyway, so. That was a good one. You got me there.
Who's knocking on my door? With my new decorations?
It's me.
This might be another one of those ones that I have to do. We gotta go the other way. It's a little home hardware there. Afraid of the Dark, which made sense because I did hear some people when we came in say that there is one all in the dark, and that obviously was it. I'd say only the first section of it was actually in the dark. it is one that I probably will want to do again because, as I mentioned, there were people at the front that were too scared to actually go through it. And with people behind me too, I kind of want to do it on my own and just do it as it was, but some pretty effective scares in there. I'm going to do it on my own later to get it really up to the level that I want. With you doing it on your own, you'll probably really freak out in this one. It's actually pretty good. Not many actual practical effects or anything. It is really just that classic blackout trope. But as I said in the POV, if you know the format of these mazes, you can get through it pretty easily. Are you afraid of the dark? Full marks for a blackout maze. So I just did Clowntown down there, but you haven't seen that one, and the reason why, try to get that shadow out of there, is because it's in 3D, so I did that on my own for the first time, and we'll do that again, as I will do that, I promise, with the camera. Lots of shadow problems. So, although it is a shadowy event, we have to do this, our last maze, at least for me, which is what lies beneath. A lot of classic tropes with these mazes. I like the entrance of this one, as it's a slightly different shape. Yeah, so maybe there's some new things to come in this last maze. This is technically the second maze, because they all go in a row down the Stampede way. But yeah, I did them a little out of order, as I did the first one I encountered because I was freaking out about time, and sure enough, plenty of time. So who knows, you may get more than one POV of some of my favorite haunts here today. Alright, here it comes, my last maze, and I'll give you a review of Clowntown, of course, after that experience to come up. What lies beneath? Beautiful entrance, but I don't know if I should go in. This guy already caught me earlier. Oh dear. Here we go. I didn't like her. This is a hard one to get through, despite I be knowing. Oh.
Wanna play? Go!
Ah, there you are. I like the high-vis vest. so that's what lies beneath done. Some interesting set pieces in there. Probably the most effective actual 2 scares, as that girl in there was really effective, as also was that room with the scientist and the bridge and the jungle. I really enjoyed that. There's actually some really good animatronics in there. However, not the biggest scares, and then the midsections also, I don't know, it was just sort of like the theming was a little bit off to me for some reason. So I didn't really know what the story was, even though I'd say if you put that scare maze in any of the haunts in anywhere in like Canada, let's say, Canada, that would be an exceptional scare maze. I think really what I'm trying to do is to contrast it with some of the other haunts here that are just so good that I gotta have to rank them somehow. So yeah, what's gonna be my favorite? I don't really know. I'm gonna do 4 more and then we'll find out. 4 more run-throughs. I've already done all the mazes. Don't want to get your hopes up, as I would definitely hope to do a couple more. I could see them having 10 houses here, and that would be a perfect balance for this. Well, not a balance, it's already a great event. It would be very, very welcome, let's say. Or at least by me. I don't even live here. Bye, ladies. So as mentioned, this is a 3D house, but we're not doing it in 3D today. I remember you! I'll admit, it was brighter in here with the glasses on.
You wouldn't leave me all alone in here, would you?
How did you get to that side? It's the master of ceremonies. We're out of here. Okay, so I don't even know if I reviewed the Clown House or Clowntown. Very effective. If you don't like clowns, you're not going to like it, obviously, but what haunt event doesn't have a clown event or a clown-themed haunted house? So I had a great chat, actually, with one of the actors here, and they have an even more intense house that involves zombies that actually, like, interacted with you directly that they're not allowed to do this year. So my wish actually probably does come true on most normal days at this event, or, you know, non-COVID sort of situations, as yeah, you would get that experience. Hard to film is what I said. Anyway, Clowntown was very effective. It was much brighter with the 3D glasses. Like, the glasses actually like play with the light even more effectively to make that whole room really bright as you go through. It was way darker. It was almost like a different scare maze. It's almost like a 7th maze going through without the glasses. So if you are here, I would recommend doing it with the glasses and without to get that experience, because it was definitely worth it. All right, I'm gonna do some other mazes again, and then I guess I'm gonna sum this thing up. I still got a ride that I wanna do inside, and I'll rate all these houses for you. I think I have a good idea what my favorite is. I'm gonna go and do it again now, and then I'll get back to you on that. It's time to do this maze, the Reaper and Dr. Grimm, which we missed earlier. And then we'll have our sum up. Don't worry, I didn't forget. Here it is, coming up now. difficulties here.
Disrupt business, we making a killing.
It is such a toss-up between what do I do for my last maze. I want to do Bates Motel again, and I want to do What Lies in the Dark again too. I've already forgotten what the Walking in the Dead, or Non-Walking Dead, I guess like because it hasn't resonated, then that's not probably the maze I really want to do as my last one. It may be just the impression that was left initially with my first maze tonight, but I'm gonna do the same one again. Okay, super happy because I got to go through that one more time on my own, which was perfect. Even more so because the sound cut out halfway through, so it was all silent going through. Having done a lot of these now, I'm actually looking for the most scariest possible maze you can get me through. And I'd say that is probably the most intense if you're gonna do it on your own. As well, I gotta apologize to the one actor there because as you're moving around, if you're gonna use the walls, there are sections where unfortunately I did brush the actor accidentally, but I'm sure they're used to it. It probably happens like 1,000 times a day, but their scare wasn't as effective because I knew they were coming. You saw them on the first one, but regardless, I'm not going to segue and say who that was. But yeah, fantastic maze. That's it. I'm going back inside. All done. It's to be honest, I was going to say that if you had this event at home, it would be one of the more effective and well. Ooh, we have a visitor. There's lots of people here that don't seem to like that I'm here. I don't know what to do about that. What is your name? Do they even have a name? I don't even. Kibble. Kibble. Kind of like what I'm probably going to end up being for one of the creatures here before we know it if I don't get out soon. Bye, Kibble. Kibble is going off into the night. Like I said, amazing event. As you can see, and we're just wrapping up. I'm going to try to get on that ride inside, and then I'll wrap everything up and rate everything once everything is officially done so I don't miss anything. All right, we're going back in. Thanks.
Wherever you like, seatbelts are optional. Try to go over him just like that, and then you want to release right on the extension. People wiggle their wrists a little bit, but just have it like locked straight. Just so it's leaving always straight right into the There we go. Awesome. Yeah, it's the fourth one, so you get three more. The only thing I would maybe suggest is just kind of a little bit lower, because that's perfect with the base space, so then just have your other one a little bit there. So then when you're releasing, you almost kind of slip it. Yeah, exactly. That was good. It's still getting right on it, yeah. Get two more.
I'll make this count, baby. Still recording? Yes.
Can you just keep an eye on gyro in case someone wants to do it?
Gotta get this thing again. Just an inch outside.
Final throw, you got this. Let's go for a bullseye.
Gotta make it count. Second shot.
Well, let's take one more.
You're very kind. Talk about anticipation. Alright, well, let's not do that again.
Awesome. There you go. You made it count.
I'll take that. There we go.
Ah, so close.
So close.
Good try.
Is that just a foot to the right? Oh well, that showed up on the camera good. That's all that counts. There it is. Just a step closer and we would have had victory. Is that going to come in focus? Focus? There it is. Okay, so failed to mention that you do get some tokens as part of your speed pass deal for the midway, which I just did, obviously. Axe throwing, I've never done that before, and I'm actually impressed with that 8th chance that I got. Also had a shot at that pirate game that I was fascinated about, and got a little bit of a ride on that crazy zombie 3D simulator, which I'm gonna say, the film for that, I didn't shoot the entire thing. It went for quite a while. Okay, I had to get out of there. There's so much post-industrial music. I'm sure I'll get burned on YouTube eventually on that. So yeah, I'm gonna sum everything up out here. You get 4 tokens for the, well, you get 4 quick cash. I don't even know what they're called. Creepy cash. Forgive me if I'm, forgive me Screamfest for if you are watching this and I'm getting that terminology wrong. There's so many different variations on haunt. I don't need this on, no mask needed. Yeah, so there's so many different haunt names, at least that I've encountered in the last just 2 weeks alone. It's hard to keep track of everything, but that was definitely a great value because I got to do the axe throwing for the first time ever, and also got to do that really cool pirate dart throwing game, and also got to do the zombie film, which I bought an extra couple of tokens for because I didn't actually know that the quick cash or the speed cash, the zombie cash, whatever the cash is called, was actually worth 4 tokens. So you could ride that even without buying extra anyway. But it allowed me to do the game, basically, is what I got to do in addition to that. So it does look like they get different incentives, at least for playing different things, or like for bringing people in to play the game. So if you're curious about something, do it. It's $4 for a token, so that's $4 for a game. But that's not really that expensive when you think about like how much midway games are, which are probably $5 a pop now. Yeah, and you might leave with a prize. I got at least pretty close on that axe throwing, so I'm happy about that. What a great event, if I'm gonna sum things up here, because I'm kind of blown away. Like, I was talking it up for a bit with these guys and saying like I'm really impressed by what they've put together here. It is obviously an independent event that's run not officially through like say the Calgary Stampede, I don't believe, but you can kind of tell like with the nature of these trucks, like they're stored off site and then they're brought back here for every respective year. But well put together, a little predictable because of the haunted houses being all the same sort of format in a way, but that didn't really matter. For what you're getting here, like I'd say this is probably one of the best bangs for your buck. I hate to like name drop other events, but if you look at say other vlogs that I've done from this season, for what this is charging, $35 just in general admission, you can't really beat that. Like, this is a fantastic event. I definitely recommend the Speed Pass deal, honestly, because you know, you get into the houses automatically, you get 2 extra, plus you get that the extra tokens and everything. So plenty of time to get everything in. It took an hour for me to do the mazes without or with the Speed Pass. You know, on a busier night, you're probably going to see like better part of like 3 hours if you're coming here to do everything with lines. So you know, budget accordingly, but it's all worth it, as you've seen. Wow, Screamfest Calgary, sorry, my last haunt event here on my West Coast trip, and I will say I probably chose the best for last. Maybe even one of the best that I'll do all this scare season, which is saying a lot because one of the actors in there didn't believe me when I said, you know, I'm going to a pretty famous event at the end of this month, and I think this might be even comparable to that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you have the chance, definitely get out here because it's totally worth it, and always enjoy.